Shimoge and K-Rom here again. Welcome to Shimoge's Comments. Welcome to the greatest man alive. Kala Kanu Nejuwa, Kala Kanu Nakuba, Kala Kanu Nakuba, Nakuba, Kala Kanu Nakuba, Kala Kanu Nakuba, Nakuba. No submission, I'm a dealer. No submission, no kike kabu. No submission, no submission, no submission, no kike kabu. No submission, no submission, no submission, no submission. I boom ya, no submission, boozy, boonazi. I'm a dealer. I carry it, I is it corner. I carry it, I show it corner. Boozy, I'm a dealer. I'm a dealer, Nivea. I'm a dealer, see, say something. I'm a dealer, Hakunu, Alright, thank you to all my returning viewers. For the new people, here's a quick greeting. I decided to do something different today, at least at this moment, no papers. But this wood is still paper. Cabinet Noga. Domo Buna, Nako and Zuko Buna, Biene Pap, Homo Buna, Cambidia, Hugo Buna, Cambidia, Carabuma Madio, Kiji, Kosa Brunda. Abuma Madio and Kiji. What I do, I just called on my ancestors and told them to bring everything good to me. Abuma Madio, fire on the mountain, Onishi Kalakana, yes. Government name Shimoge Shijoke Ibe. Alternate white structured name, out of which the government name was born. Shimoge Chidoke Ibang Woko. I've registered viewers. Thank you very much. 2 on the screen. Kalai Khan. Every view is a blessing. I see a comment. Thank you for the comment. Hi back. Loved 6-7. Yes. Let's all be loved. Kalai Khan. Ishanya. The mind of the wife. The mind of Oshun. The mind of Venus. That is love. Let's get it. I read comments at my discretion. Everyone is a blessing. Yes. Let's continue. I currently live in the Sri Matre of this world. Our world is itself Sri Matre. What does that mean? Every planet has a thing upon which all of its qualities is based. Our planet is based upon the thing Sri Matre, Our Lady, Ayum, Oshun, Venus, Oshimmery, yes. This spot I'm in, this area, is known as Atlanta, Georgia. This is where I live, and this is where I stand. I was born in an area that most people call Southeast Washington, D.C., January 2nd, 1998. Capricorn season. I'm a son of Capricorn. That place rightfully is part of Obodo Shimmery, Obodo Sri Matre, Ram, the sector of Our Lady. Yes. My matrilineal village is in Pemohafia, West Africa, north of the sea, south of the Sahara, and west of Central Africa. The reference point village for my patrilineage, and the village that local custom says is the rightful residence of my patrilineage. I just want to note spirits, and yes, my own experience have told me something different, but nonetheless, we have Ukoneva. We have reason to be there, and I'll just say it like that. Aji Urata in the same region. Yes, let me give 2 facts about myself, then we'll get into the topic. First, I hate more than anything when people let acts of evil go unpunished. Let me move. Kalakana, 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 Kalakana. Another way of saying that is I'm the top cop in my soul. What's the second fact? I do not like plastic plants. I do not like plastic plants. And really, I'm not a fan of keeping other categories of life in our abodes. Just be an Abarnkeke. Be a god of heat. Be a god. Yeah, so anyway, let's get right into it. The title is that no person should submit to any of their romantic partners. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the phenomenon of demanding quote unquote submission in romantic relationships. And I have to say, I've seen this demanded almost exclusively of women, and yes, almost all the people I see demanding this come from some sect of Christianity. Let me move. You see, I'm the greatest man alive. You know what that means. You see, there's an assumption in the world today that in order to be a man, somehow you must be a male supremacist. That is not true. You see, male supremacy is the antithesis of personhood. And if you can't be a person, if you're a person who's meant to be a man, how will you be a man? You won't even exist. You see, male supremacy doesn't make any sense. If you oppress the other Omunikelu, you will not exist. Both men and women are necessary for life, and I'll just say it like that. Ka, expand forever. Now let me get into this a bit more. There's a video I saw, again, my new tactic to get quick topics with the greatest man alive is just to scroll here on YouTube and then in real time react. I guess this is really what I was trying to do back when I was doing commentary reaction. Shout out to that beginning. Thank you to all my viewers who've been with me since. But you see, I saw a video. I don't remember the exact title, but it said something about this phenomenon. And it didn't make it immediately clear that it was vile. And I'll just leave it at that. Let me move. See, I really don't have to say too much, but there are a lot of people who lie in society today. They want to act like there's some depth to that evil position. That opinion should not exist. The idea that a relationship is oppression. What does it mean if you're demanding your partner to submit to you? People mix up their words and they'll throw a Bible verse here and there to justify it, but everybody knows what that means. You want the person to do every single thing you say. That is not a person. No person will completely obey another person. No person will do exactly what another person wants to do. And no person really wants that. You see, these people are unwell, the people who demand that, and they've polluted public discourse. And I'll leave it at that. I just want to say two things. One, in order to remove this, we must improve the overall well being of people on our planet. Once people are once again healthy and more than that, overall well, these false desires and false thoughts will not manifest. Any disordered relationship thinking ultimately can only exist due to ill health. Point two, in order to root this out more quickly, because that's a long-term project to get everyone healthy and well overall. In order to root this out more quickly, people need to start calling out romantic abuse as soon as they see it. And I just want to know, I just want to note, a lot of what we call abuse is even worse. We should just call them acts of evil, and yes, long-term acts of evil. Anytime you see someone, and I'll just say anyone, because anyone can be an abuser in theory, anyone can, well, let me say this. An abuser, someone who commits an act of evil, can in theory have any gender. And I'll just leave it at that. So because of that, I'll say the rest of this in a gender-neutral fashion, although as noted before, most of this discourse is driven forward by male individuals coming from Christian groups. And I'll leave it at that. And I just want to note the manosphere, which pushes this talking point a lot, overlaps with such groups a lot. But you see, anytime you see a person who's talking about demanding submission in their relationships, demanding submission from their romantic partners, and or demanding that women in general or men in general or whoever in general, and again, I want to note, most of the discourse has been people demanding women to do this, but I just want to be comprehensive in theory. Anyone saying things of that nature really has to be immediately investigated. And anyone they have a relationship with should be offered support, because more than likely that's an abusive person. And if this person is out there like so many dating coaches, talking about what their prospective partner should or shouldn't do, that content should be flagged with a warning. I'm not a proponent of, well, obviously there's some things that shouldn't even see the light of day, but let me not even go into that. But, you know, even with many bad things, I'll just say it like that. I'm not a proponent of, making sure that no one can hear them. But a lot of vile things that get spewed out should be marked off so that the general public can make our decision about what to take in. And I'll leave this at that. This is kind of a shorter one. I'll be over on Inquiria soon. Thank you very much. See you next time. Shimoge here.